With me is Steve, and Steve, welcome to our little show.
Thanks, Bill.
And what we've got here, folks, is a Diamond T Tanker, and you must be absolutely proud of this. I mean, I've seen the photographs and what it was like when you got it. It was just a big, collection of junk. And you've sorted all that out and turned it into this, and I've got to say congratulations.
Thanks again, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
We're very pleased how it turned out. It was a big job, 4.5 years, but
4.5 years, really?
We got there in the end.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Now there's this is a 38, I think you said, 38, 1938.
Correct, yeah.
And in 1939, 1940, this grill changed to big bars.
Yes.
And then of course the war came and they disappeared altogether, and they started making tank transporters and things like that, Diamond T. But maybe just start at the beginning. A man called Tilt, he was a shoemaker. They had a shoe company, and they started, or the son I think, started building trucks.
Correct, yeah.
But the truck lives on.
Yeah. Fortunately,
yeah. So just tell me, we'll just start at the beginning. The bumper, when we're looking at this bumper, was that like that when you got it, or was it bent?
Not quite. It took quite a bit of cut and polish to get it nice like that.
Yep.
No, that's completely re-chromed, repaired. Very hard to get overriders in this condition to be re-chromed. The grill was, every individual bar was panel beaded and polished, and yeah, just a big job. And as I say, that grill, you're quite correct, is only from 38 and half of 1939.
Yes, so it's short-lived, if you like, yeah. But it's certainly got plenty of bling on it. I mean, these little panels out the side, the little panels down the front there. So Mr. Tilt, I think, in his wisdom, if we can make a truck that looks really, really nice, we're going to sell more than anybody else, and I think that was the plan behind all the bling.
Yes. Yeah, they built what they called like a quality truck,
yes.
Suspension-wise, rubber bush suspension, and like the interior. This is a deluxe truck, so it's I mean, but all the trucks were pretty nice.
Yes, amazing. You've got a little grill. What do you
bonnet mascot? Yeah.
A mascot, that's what it is. It's got T on the side, it's got T on the front, and extends over the back here. This little extension, is that a problem?
These are quite hard to get, like good ones, because a lot of truck owners cut the back off, because when they were cleaning the truck it was quite sharp, and they would cut themselves, so they cut them off. So this one was I was lucky enough to get one that's original.
Right, at the headlights, I mean, they look like off an old, about a 38 Chev.
Similar to a 38 Chev, yes, very similar in size. Of course, the 38 didn't have the beautiful stainless on the bases, of course, but yeah, the actual shape of the headlight is pretty similar.
Right, and this is the blinkers?
Yeah, indicators, yes.
And they sort of light up with a little arrow?
Yes, light up with an arrow, yep, yeah, correct. Yeah, as I say, when I got the truck, there was nothing left of these. These had rusted right off.
Oh.
And the bezels, I was lucky enough to get some new old stock ones off of eBay in America.
Wow. And this is just a little light.
Just a reflector, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Right, yeah. Well, working back a bit, I think we should have a look at this engine. Can we have a look at the engine?
Yeah, it's possible.
Little locking device in there, that's handy. So, if you were a truck manufacturer and you went to one of the engine companies, if you bought enough engines, they'd actually put your logo on the manifold. And Diamond T have got their logo on this manifold.
Yeah, on that Hercules engine, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I think that's amazing. Mm-hmm. You buy X thousands of engines, we'll make it yours.
Yeah.
I think, amazing.
I think if you order 20,000 engines off me, Bill, I'll put your name on the manifold.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent.
What we're going to do now, folks, is we'll pop around the other side and have a look at what makes this thing go. Just before we go anywhere, I'll just see on the side of the door here, this little Texaco logo is actually bolted on, and it's got springs behind
Yes, it is.
So if somebody
Spring-loaded.
touches it, it just.
Well, I think vibration, so it doesn't fracture the metal. Yeah.
So they've thought of everything, these guys.
I guess, yeah, they did. They did.
And just in front of the door, there's a little opening.
Little side vent, yes.
And there it is.
This is
On my
side vent.
Studebaker, which is just over there, it actually opens up the other way, so it's
Oh, so
like,
here comes
directly
in, yeah,
rather than
yeah.
sort of circling around and coming in there. That's amazing. Anyway, jump in. Lovely step there, folks. And he's got all this rubber or whatever it is, just like it would have been back in the day. Step in, easy peasy, you're not climbing up the sort of side of the thing like you do today. Plonk, plonk, you're in. Steve, there's a man called Brian Belcher, no longer with us, I'm afraid, but he had a Diamond T, and he said when he was young, there was a rubbish diamond truck. It was a rubbish truck, and he ran alongside it, jumped on the running board, looked in through the window and saw that dashboard. And he fell in love with it at that point. He says that was the flashiest dashboard he'd ever seen in his life. This is in the early 50s. And one day I'll have one. And he went on to make one, and I think it's down in the South Island now. But anyway, there's that dashboard again, and you've done a wonderful job of bringing that up to scratch. Was it like that when you got it?
Not quite, no. But yeah, like we did all the machine tuning, and like restored all the gauges, made these. As I say, it's quite a job in restoration. Every single part has been gone through, including the wind out windows.
And that's just on the little chain arrangement.
A little spline gear.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's two of those, so you can have one, or yours shut and his open. And
Full air conditioning. Yeah.
you don't see that these days, do you? No windows open, of course.
No.
Even if they did, you'd need some sort of certificate to say it was safety.
That's it.
So there's a gear stick that fits underneath that dashboard, so it's bent like that, and then it looks like a pistol grip handbrake.
It is. It's like the early model.
Just push the button on the top. Oh yeah, ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Little round, which were vogue at the time. Little round pedals.
Pedals, yes.
Yep. And now this roof, you've got a roof right above your head. So this roof looks a bit lower than the roof that's on the top. Is that how it was, or?
When Heil got the Diamond T cab and chassis, they then, to airstream flow the tanker, they put then another roof on top of the roof, and also changed the B pillars back here, so it all flowed into the tank.
So they've thought of everything yet again.
Yeah. And obviously when we repaired it, because water had got inside the two roofs, it was particularly rusty.
Right.
So we had to repair two roofs.
Okay. So there's an actual roof above this roof lining.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So you've got the lining, the roof, and then another roof.
Yes. Correct. Yep.
Well. Anyway, we'll have a look at the tanker part. Steve, in the 1930s, there were a lot of cars that had a rounded bum. And into the 40s, Ford, Chevs, Dodges, they had this lovely rounded bum. And when we were in America looking at old trucks in 2017, we come across an old bus yard. And there was these beautiful buses called a Flexible. And a lot of them got turned into motorhomes and things like that, but they had this beautiful sort of rounded back to them as well. But this is absolutely stunning. You've got the standoff, 3D tour with Texico. Did you do that, or was it already there?
We've recreated them. I have got most of the original trunk letters, but for the purposes of the restoration, we recreated them all once again in porcelain.
Yes.
Just as they were in 1938.
Well, and what's in here? Pumps and
No pumps. No, the pumps are in the side locker. It's a gravity feed system. That's just once again more for bulk oil storage.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So there's not much in there at all.
No,
just the end of the tanks, I guess.
Yeah.
And these little jobs,
Indicators once again. Yeah.
Similar to the front.
It's exactly the same as the front.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's more, bling in these. Just to add to the, you have to say Art Deco.
It is Art Deco. I mean, the airstream, airflow tanks of the day were certainly part of their marketing.
Sure. And I think at the time, several car companies had a car called an Airflow.
Correct. Yeah, Chrysler had an Airflow
big,
car. Yeah.
horrible looking grille on the front of it. But it was the oddest thing you ever saw, but it was called an Airflow. It was just absolutely amazing. So, beautiful. 3 lights up the top there, they were there?
Yes. They're all original.
Wow. And in the side here, or in the side on the other side is the...
We've got this side here, I believe.
Let's have a look at these pumps, folks. So here we have the business end of this tanker. It's got the Hale company.
Maker's plate, yep.
Maker's plate and registration numbers and chassis numbers and engine numbers. Then we've got what's this?
This is the gravity fed pump distribution. So for the 4 tanks, you've got four tank numbers here. So you could pull these levers and that would empty the tank for that particular section. And in here we've got like an original cotton covered hose. This would have been the hose of the day. Yeah.
And you've done all this is all tread plate?
Yeah, that's just a fitted mat. But yeah, all the pump gear is all as was original.
Wow. And you've made this so you can hardly notice it. When you close this door,
yes.
You can hardly see there's a door there.
Yes. The fitment of the bodywork is certainly better probably than what it was new.
Absolutely. What we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to jump aboard and we'll take it for a ride around the car park and you can see this thing in motion.